Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video of the F1 2021 Driver Career Mode with McLaren, episode number 62 today for the Brazilian Grand Prix of Season 4, round number 14. If you missed the previous episode, Mexico uploaded on Monday, I recommend go and check that out, and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel to see plenty more F1 2021 Driver Career Mode. But spoiler alert, we actually won the previous episode in Mexico, mostly thanks to a wet qualifying. Weren't quite so comfortable in the dry, overheating brakes being the cause again. Unfortunately, really, just looking at the R&D chart, AlphaTauri there, second fastest team on the grid, really ahead of Red Bull. Nobody really bringing any upgrades at Alpine. But as I mentioned in the previous episode when the two Alpines crashed, spoiler alert, they haven't really done much, this year. Mercedes, Williams, Alfa Romeo, Aston Martin haven't brought an upgrade at all, so they are way behind anyone else really as well. So yes, moving to qualifying, it's a dry weekend, so unfortunately we're just going to have to drive through the overheating brakes. Hopefully the pace will be there. We'll have to, a little bit of an unknown really with these brakes, and well, it's not looking great. We're down in P11. So after starting in P1 last week, it's very much, unfortunately, we're back down to earth, down to P11 as well. The only saving grace is that Verstappen isn't really on form at the moment, so we've got the likes of Gasly and Ricciardo up there who are in great form, slightly up on Norris going through sector 1 as well, but we've lost a bit on the exit there, only a tenth up on our previous best time. We need to be making a whole lot more if we want to be able to do that. Verstappen unfortunately going fastest. Can somebody hopefully beat that time? A lot better through in the middle sector. We've gained a 10th now. Middle sector is where I lose all the time to the AI. 103.7. Not really faster than the AI though in sector 1 and 3. That's the big problem, because this car is a little bit draggy as well for me. So yes, we need a car that was a lot faster. 3.5 tenths up now on our previous best time, and we've dropped though to P14, so we need a whole, this isn't going to be enough I don't think, and in the end it's only P11. Ricciardo struggling there in P6, so in the Ferraris are ahead of Ricciardo. Gasly though on pole, but Verstappen's on the front row. Not what we need. We need another miracle again if we want to turn this around and try and turn this into a second world championship. Time though for the race.
Welcome along then to the place where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the final corner. And it's the place, a year later, that Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's Interlagos, and it's time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junsao into one of the two DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. A fantastic effort from Pierre Gasly yesterday puts him on pole, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Ricciardo, Yuki Tsunoda, and Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Norris, and McLaren, and George Russell, Stroll, Giovinazzi, Sergio Perez, and Sainz. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Latifi, Vettel, and Guan Yu Zhou, and Mick Schumacher, Hamilton, and Nikita Mazepin. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Only 3 races left. You still have a chance at the title, but we're going to need some special performances. See what you can do.
We're going to need a lot of luck, Jeff, to be honest. Anyway, race strategy, as you know, we're outside the top 10. You know what that means? Yes, that's right. We're starting the mediums, going to soft tyres for the end of the race. Hopefully we can nick the fastest lap an extra point. So 5 red lights then to the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Luckily we've been brought up to P9 on the grid. 5 red lights out and underway, and it's a slow start compared to Giovinazzi there. As well, round the outside of Norris and Russell, I think it's not Giovinazzi in the Williams. We're able to get Norris into turn 2, but not really able to gain positions, only up to P8. So we need more if we want to gain up, especially the fact that Verstappen is still P2. There's battling 4 or 5 wide here. Can we go around the outside of Ocon? We dive down the inside, on the outside, turns to the inside. There's contact with Ocon. Unfortunate with there, understeered into him there. No damage for us, fortunately, but these brakes are overheating again. Really frustrating. And well, jumping to lap 3 onto lap 4, we're slow. We got no pace once again, thanks to mostly some overheating brakes. We have been caught by Stroll as well, who is now come all over the back of us, as he in the Red Bull that doesn't suffer any of these brake issues. As well, we force Stroll out into that corner at turn 5 and move up, retain P7, but it's not really what we want when Verstappen's up in P2. Stroll dives down the inside again. Stroll trying to help his teammate out of course, but is unable to get past. As we're watching Daniel Ricciardo here, sat really not doing much behind Tsunoda as well. So we want Ricciardo to do that. Gasly has dropped Verstappen, so at least he won't be getting the full points, but we really want Verstappen to fall behind the likes of Leclerc, Ricciardo, Tsunoda. All of those guys need to be in front of Verstappen. Alonso is probably more in reach for us, and then we can hopefully catch him up. So yes, the end of the lap 7, we are coming in to get rid of these horrible mediums. Again, not really the race tyre choice. The softs are the race tyre choice in every 25% career mode race. Into the pits we come, 2.7 second stop. Out we come in what I think is going to be P14. No, it's going to be P15 because Schumacher has gone past. We're going to be in a Haas sandwich. Not really want to be, because we need to get past the 2 Haas's as quickly as possible, really. Especially Schumacher. Well, we're past one of them. Sainz, of course, has had something damage again, as we're now going to go round the outside of Schumacher. A lovely little move. We squeeze him on the inside to avoid him dive bombing him back like EAI like to do. That's a lovely little move there. Right round the outside. Thank you very much. A little bit of tyre banging, not intentional there, but I didn't want him to force himself down the inside. Next up is Zhou Ganyu. Trying to get him in the same place as Schumacher did. Doesn't quite work though. The Alfa Romeo is a better car than the Haas. We're going to dive down the inside then at the final corner. We'll still have DRS from Vettel, but in the end, a little bit forceful there as Zhou tried to close the door here. As we're going oh, is that 3 wide? Oh, that's very close. On the looking back there as we go past Vettel with DRS, but that was very close between myself, Vettel and Stroll. 3 wide, very close on the Stroll was coming out of the pit lane entry there. That was definitely close than I would definitely have liked there, as Vettel tried to squeeze. We'll slow it down here on a replay with third person view. And oh so close to making contact with Stroll's front wing there, as Vettel tried to squeeze me into Stroll. As well as we're watching Alpine not really doing that great, as Latifi is past. I think that's Ocon there, who although did have that front wing damage, unfortunate there, that I caused him, but still is unable to do that. Latifi, that was Latifi overtaking him. Shogun Yu, unfortunately, is out of the race with an engine failure, his teammate. So we are down to 19 runners in this Brazilian Grand Prix. And at the front then, it's still Gasly from Verstappen. The order has yet to change, but Leclerc and Verstappen have dropped Tsunoda and Ricciardo. Tsunoda on the hards in a 25% race, and Tsunoda and Ricciardo are going very aggressive now. Ricciardo's got DRS. Tsunoda's going to force him to the outside at turn 4. Oh, they've made contact! And surely they're both going to have to come in now because simulation damage, but that's going to give us 2 positions. We're caught up, jumped to RPV on lap 16. We've caught up to Alonso there. A little bit of aggressive there, so we gave Alonso a taste of his own medicine there. We'll get a replay of that in just a moment. You notice we're up to P4. I'll come to that shortly as well, why we're up to P4 as we were making that overtake. But yeah, Alonso did try to squeeze me. I tried to squeeze him back. In the end, it's fair, tough racing, but both Ricciardo and Tsunoda then have come in for a front wing change. Doesn't look too much damage there visually on either front wing, but there we go. Gives us 2 free positions, so we're up to P4, but it's not enough to beat Verstappen. So Gasly does win, so at least that's something, but it's going to be another 6 points really. Alonso is going to beat Stroll, so at least that's 2 points saved for the constructors, but we didn't beat Verstappen, so we've lost points overall in the constructors battle as well. So not a great day in the office, despite getting what I think is most likely a lucky P4. Really, we would have probably been P6 had Ricciardo and Tsunoda not had that collision there. Gasly, very strong again. I think this will be his time to shine in season 5 really. But you know, we did okay, but not great to be honest. And McLaren doesn't really suit me. Begs the question, should we even stay at McLaren for season 5? We'll have to wait and see, with 2 rounds still to come next week as well. Not looking good for Mercedes. Well, Norris only P4 means that Norris has dropped to P4 in the Norris P10 actually, excuse me, drops to P4 in the championship. Gasly has come out of absolutely nowhere. He could get 3rd on the form that he's in. He could be finished 3rd in this championship. Ricciardo unlucky, otherwise he would have gotten some big points as well. He wasn't on the podium anyway. But Gasly is on stellar form compared to the likes of Norris there, struggling down there. 45 points. Red Bull do close the gap. AlphaTauri now jump Ferrari into 2nd place.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
No.
You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
Yes, but it wasn't enough positions.
Interesting result today. Would you say that you're happy with your performance?
No, things definitely could have gone better if the brakes weren't overheated. I feel we could have probably had a little bit more pace there and not fallen away so much on the medium compound tyres really as well.
What exactly was it you weren't happy about?
The brakes really were a problem as well. And also it's a draggy car for some reason.
Appreciate your time.
You know, the Stroll was all over the back of me in every straight line speed before he got slowed out by Vettel and then Alonso. So yes, not enough. We are going to score 200 points though, so you know that's a little bit of a bonus. But Verstappen has been so consistent, more consistent this year. Hasn't got quite so many wins this year, but you know we need another victory at either Saudi Arabia or Abu Dhabi. And in the races, I've never raced a career mode race around Saudi Arabia, so that's a first. And Abu Dhabi isn't a great track for me, so I've never won at Abu Dhabi either in all the years we've been racing there either. So it's definitely going to be an intriguing final 2 races, a bit of an unknown as well. I've never raced this far in a career mode at Abu Dhabi either, so I'll have to wait and see. If you have though enjoyed this video, then leave a like, subscribe channel, and you see plenty more F1 2021 driving career mode videos as and when they come out. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.